I, 31M, found out my fiancé cheated during her 30F bachelorette party. Don't know how to explain all of this, basically was snooping around last night when I saw her phone ticket off. It was a message from her friends about the party. I stayed up like one of those stalkers you've seen on TV and been checking the computer, FB messages with her friends and found out she cheated during her bachelorette party. By cheating I don't mean getting a strip tease or something, which I would be okay with. I understand it's a bachelorette party, but she actually gave a stripper a blowjob and ended up going home with another guy that night. She has this other guy added on Facebook, but the chat merely consists of "A had a good time and it was nice to meet you" convo, which dates back to the bachelorette party. I have however read the messages between her and her friends. They have a small group, found out what she'd done there. It all seems as if it was a one-time thing that happened then, but I'm a effing mess. I haven't slept all night and she is headed for work in an hour or so when she wakes up. It's almost 6 a.m. here. I don't know what the F to do. We are supposedly getting married in 3 weeks. I am thinking of simple packing all my bags after she is going to work and just leaving the flat. It's her family's flat anyway. We were planning on buying a house, having kids, grow old. I feel I want to throw all of that out the window. I am sitting here smelling like alcohol, feeling drunk and depressed. I don't know why, but I'm more of a angry depressed than sad depressed. I haven't cried since I found out about all of this. Should I confront her? Should I just get out? Should I hear her side of the story? Honestly, I want to just go and stomp her fucking face in right now, but I don't want to do something rational. Please help. Dr. Just found out wife cheated during bachelorette party and don't know what to do. She going to wake up soon. Update 1. I basically left in the morning to take a smoke. My head was still messed up, but reading all the comments on Reddit helped me. I can't remember who, but there was one guy who said the positive thing about all of this is that I found out before I got married, with no children or attachments. I still don't think she cheated other than this night. Nothing I found indicated anything else. I guess she wanted this to be her last night before settling down or something. I honestly don't know and don't care. When I was outside taking a smoke, about 15 to 20 minutes or something after I left Reddit, she had woken up. She noticed the drinks out and asked me what I had been up to, basically came to give me a kiss and a hug. I followed through with it, but honestly felt empty doing it. I didn't want to give her any hint of what I knew. She asked me why I had been drinking and why I didn't come to sleep last night, and I told her I was just having some nightmares, but everything was fine. I felt detached, like I was watching myself in third person through a TV or something. She asked me if any stress was related to the marriage and the plans. I just told her something along the lines of, "You know I love you. There is no stress I have for the marriage. How can you be stressed about the best thing in your life?" She got herself done and left for work. I basically started packing my most important things, my desktop, computer, most clothes and some other things. I planned on leaving things like furniture, TV and other things I really don't care about more than getting the F out. I just took the stuff most important to me so that I don't have to return here again. I don't care if she gets the rest. All in all, my stuff added up to about 3 or 4 suitcases, I would say, desktop not included in this. I called and canceled the venue we were supposed to be having the wedding at. Apparently they take 15% of the money for canceling so early on because we were having such a big event. I told them it's fine and I really don't care at this point. I also saved screenshots of everything and have taken them with me. Around 1 p.m. I called a taxi and went to stay at a hotel around 100 kilometers far from my city. I didn't leave any note or pictures at home. I just left. I am planning on leaving to stay with a really close friend who lives in a town about 300 kilometers away, but I just needed the alone time in the hotel for some time to think everything through and process what's happened. Around 3:30 p.m. my phone starts getting spammed with calls from my ex-fiancée. Around 3:50 I start getting calls and messages from her sister, her friends, her parents, my parents and a few of our mutual friends. The only person I called back was my dad and mom. I have a huge trust for my parents. I basically spilled the beans and told them a nicer story about what happened, asked my dad to not say anything and also asked my mother not to say anything. I told them it's ended, and that I won't be getting married no more. I also told them not to tell anything to anyone about what I told them. I trust them a lot, so I'm sure they won't say anything. I didn't tell them exactly what happened, just that I found out she wasn't being loyal to me. I didn't think giving details would help in any way. Around 5 p.m. my dad calls me back and is telling me my ex-fiancée is completely hysterical and has basically broken down, completely not understanding what is going on. I just told my dad not to intervene and that I need some alone time now. I basically just shut my phone down and have been staying silent ever since, like a ghost. Been sleeping for a little, went to the pool here at the hotel and have just been taking it easy. I don't know if I should respond to them now or wait some more. Her sister knew about what happened at the bachelorette party. I have the text to prove it. She even laughed about it and told her not to feel guilty, because it's her bachelorette and that women should go all in on this night. I am seriously considering replying to the sister, with just an image of the conversation where she is telling her this. TLDR, found out my fiancé cheated and I left without saying anything. Not 100% sure what to say or to at this point. Update 2. I am making this as I feel I owe it to all of you. The amount of PMs and responses have been incredible. Many of the decisions I have taken has come from people who supported me on Reddit. Both the negative and positive comments have helped me, and I would like to thank all of you for taking the time to write me and support me. Yesterday I was having my phone spammed by many family members from her side, and friends. The only person I responded to was the sister, with part of the conversation where she and the sister talks about it all. I didn't include anything in the response except an image the conversation, and the sister went pretty much silent after that, until later. During the day I contact the co-owner of my business and let him know the full story. He told me to take as much time as I need and even advised me to head off to a vacation. This guy is a childhood friend of mine. I don't trust anyone as much as him. My plans have changed a bit. I am still staying at this hotel for another few days and then perhaps moving on to the friend I was supposed to go to. I called him up and let him know I want to head off somewhere, perhaps a trip to somewhere nice, another country or something. It's all still not yet 100% decided, but I know I will be leaving for somewhere. He said he would be up for joining me if it could be during the upcoming week, since he is still on holiday from his work. We will see how that turns out. Later in the day I responded to my wife. The calls kept coming in less frequently since I sent that message to her sister. I had this gut feeling she was going to come with an excuse of some sort. I picked up the phone and first thing I hear is a torn up voice, if you can say that in English. I could hear she had been crying all day and was in a messed up state. She kept begging me to come back, that there is an explanation to everything and that she loves me. I have misunderstood the entire situation. I could hear the sister and someone else in the background, don't know who the other person was, maybe her friend? Anyway, I told her to explain it to me right then and there. She said because I only seen a small part of the conversation, it's all been misunderstood, that I should come back home, that she loves me and that I have taken a rational decision to leave without a real reason. During the entire conversation I was just giving really short, empty answers in a cold way like yay, okay, what, explain it to me. After she told me it's all a misunderstanding, I told her to call me back in 10 minutes, and to check Messenger. After I hung up, I sent her the entire conversation log, with a ton of screenshots, not all of them, but most of the important ones. It didn't take 2 minutes for her to call back, crying hysterically, saying sorry for everything, saying she wants to die rather than to lose me. She said she was forced by her friends and sister to have fun one last time, that she needed to let all the energy out before stepping into a marriage for life. I was just quiet during most of it. The more I didn't talk and just said okay, the more she was crying. She started telling me I can F other women if I want to get back at her, or that she will tell everyone about what she did so I can take her back, that she will do anything it takes for me to come back and that this was a mistake of her life and that she hates her sister and friends for this. I told her other woman was not something I needed, because the moment I met her and started loving her, she was the only woman I needed. I didn't need to meet or sleep with someone to know the best thing of my life was waiting at home. The sister was telling her stuff in the background but I couldn't hear. I don't know what the sister was telling her or if she was getting angry at her or something. She kept begging me, and I just told her, if she comes clean to her parents and family I will think about it. After that she started saying something but I just hung up. For like half an hour my phone goes silent without much response, and her father calls me up and apologizes for everything. He and his wife know what happened now, and he is so sorry for all of this. He told me he understands how I feel and that he didn't raise his daughter to do this. He said he understands if I don't want to see her again, but that I always will be welcome to him and that I am a good guy. His wife basically then takes/steals the phone from him and tells me she did a mistake and she regrets it and it will never happen again and that we can move forward from this. She tells me her daughter has never been this destroyed before. I politely tell her I appreciate her opinion and then say I have to go and goodbye. My ex-fiancée calls me back and begs me again, saying she told her parents and also sent a text message to her friends, our mutual friends, about what had happened. She then keeps crying, asking me when I will come back to speak with her, and say we can even go to counseling and that she will pay for everything. She kept apologizing and apologizing on the phone and I didn't say much. After some time I just told her not to cry, that she shouldn't be apologizing because single women, like herself, are allowed to do these things and I hope she finds Mr. Right. She starts crying even harder and her sister takes the phone and says sorry and tells me everything can be fixed and that I said I would take her back now that she told everyone what she did. I told the sister I only said I think about it, and now that I realized I dodged a bullet and wish her and her sister the best. She then tells me her sister wants to end herself from all of this and that this is going to lead into a depression that can take her life. The only thing I said after she told me that was it's a good thing you are close to her so you can make sure she doesn't end herself then, maybe take her to a doctor or something. After this I just hung up. My phone has been blowing up with messages from mutual friends, her and her sister saying sorry and basically begging me to come back. I don't plan on responding. I honestly feel a lot better right now, like I can move on. I will be going for vacation this upcoming week I think. If something more happens I will update this post. Maybe I will update in a month or couple of weeks, I don't know. Once again big thanks to all of you who supported me on Reddit and gave me so much support. I don't know when I feel okay to start dating/meeting women again but we will see. Once again, thanks to you all and sorry for a lot of wrong writings. I am not a native English so hope you can read without issues.